Garrett, but Maddie first. What are your views on immigration?
I believe that we definitely need borders because we're like one of the only countries that has a problem. I love immigration. I think that this whole country, our country is built on the backs of immigrants, but they were at the time technically legal immigrants, so I want to reform the immigration process to make it easier, but we can't just have our system now.
Garrett?
Okay, I believe that we need more secure borders. You should have to go through the legal process in order to get into our country. So maybe it's changing it from 10 years down to maybe 5, 3, just because that will also help limit the immigration and all that kind of stuff. So we'll also, if people are already in our country who are illegal, then we will let them stay unless they commit crimes and stuff like that, to give us cause for us to deport them.
Jimmy, did you have a question?
Oh, no, never mind.
I have one. This is for Garrett. Garrett, is there a reason why you are wearing sunglasses right now? Is there something that you have to hide?
Sorry, Miriam. Next question.
Next question. Devin?
The haters, Garrett.
First Maddie and then Garrett. What are your stance on abortion?
I do think that it is not the government's business to control what goes on with my body. I also think it's a state's issue, so it's up to the state to do it.
Yeah, I also agree. Although it is a child who is going to end up being killed, I also believe that it is the mother's choice on what she wants to do. Because if she is not ready for this infant that she will soon have, then I believe if she wants to, she can not have it, if that made sense.
So are you pro-choice?
Yes, definitely.
Maddie, are you?
I'm pro-state, so I don't have any say in the decision.
This is a question for both of you. What is your guys' tax plan?
Would you like to go first?
Sure, I would love to go first. So we are going to implement a flat tax, so that the lower class, middle class, and upper class will all pay the same. And
Follow-up question. What's the percent?
5%.
I believe that everyone needs to pay their dues, whether they're small or large, and so I also believe in a flat tax, but I think 15%, and I also think that anyone making under $40,000 should not pay any taxes.
Making how much?
Under $40,000 a year.
Okay. So that's it. Next.
What are your views on gay marriage?
Again, I believe it's pro-choice. It's up to the states, in my opinion. So if the states allow it, then it's pro-choice. You can do whatever you want to. However, if a state or something does not legalize it, then it should be respected as a law. And yeah.
I also think just like your body's the federal government shouldn't be in your bedroom, so it is up to, it's once again, I'm neither pro or I'm just pro-state.
This question's for Maddie. You leave a lot up to the state. What are you doing as president?
I'm commander-in-chief.
What would you be handling specific if you're leaving all the bigger decisions up to the states? What are
taxes, immigration, war, all these things.
Good. Abby?
What's your guys' point of view on gun control?
Good question.
Me growing up as a arms owner and stuff, I do personally believe that there should be no gun control laws. Guns, they cause a lot of problems, but it's just as easy to get them over the black market than it is to just go buy one at the store. So just because we put laws and stuff out, if people are going to go and shoot up a school, they're still going to get their hands on a gun. So if we do not put laws and restrictions on guns, then I feel that our country would be safer because other people would have firearms to protect themselves and stop more crimes and harm from happening.
Great answer. Follow up though. Your friend Kyle wants a tank. Bazooka tanks. Is there a limit to your? There's no limit.
So obviously, I don't think you should be able to own a tank. Like there are now. You can own rifles and stuff if they're like fully auto. You have to get a special license and permit for it. However, you cannot carry explosives and stuff unless you are licensed to carry that kind of stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Garrett pretty much on all aspects of this issue, but like I said in my opening statement, the country's changing. When the founding fathers wrote the right to bear arms, they didn't understand that all of the automatic weapons, all those things. So we need things like mental health checks. We need things like we need to know who has guns, especially serious ones. But at the end of the day, it's our right to
And
ownership.
you had a question?
No, I just I have a question. Why not, if you believe that people, regardless of the laws, let's just say someone like shoot up a school, why not make it more difficult? It's like drugs. It's sure, like if I want to go buy heroin, sure, I can probably find it, but it's, you know, I can't walk into like CVS and buy it. Why not make it more difficult?
My point is, the people who are crazy enough to do those types of things, if they want to do it, they're gonna find a way to do it. So it just because we put laws on gun control and you can't buy a gun in a store or something like that, doesn't mean it's not gonna happen. Doesn't mean it's gonna prevent it. It has chances of preventing it, but still, if they're gonna do it, they're gonna do it, and they'll find a way to get a gun.
Okay, we got an Alice case.
What are your views on church and state?
So I'm pro-state for that. States should be allowed to choose whether they should have freedom of religion and that kind of stuff. Like I said earlier, however, the people living in that state should respect the laws and stuff and retaliate for it. Yeah.
I think our First Amendment rights are one of the most important, including freedom of religion. But with that comes the fact that we can't separate religion, and because it's a part of almost every person's life in this country, whether your religion is the majority or the minority, it's a part of everyone's life. And really, at the end of the day, you can't separate it because it just influences everyone's aspects. It influences how people vote. It influences how people live. So.
Good, Kyle.
What are your guys' views on the recreational and medical use of marijuana on a federal level?
So, as we talk about marijuana, marijuana brings much joy into many people's lives. I personally believe that people should not be robbed of joy. Studies show that marijuana does not have as many health problems and stuff occur from the usage of it. But with that being said, marijuana, it should be allowed. Like, if people want to do it, they can do it. It's their body. They can do what they want to. Marijuana, it can help medically. So I say sell it in Circle K's and stuff like that. Same stuff as cigarettes. You have to be 18 to buy the stuff. Yeah.
Good.
Follow-up question. What about like people driving high and it causing problems?
That's the same law as drinking.
Good.
Okay.
I'm looking at it from an economic standpoint, and I don't see any reason why marijuana should not be legalized.
This is just for Maddie. As you're limiting the government and giving more power to states, are you afraid that you will actually end up weakening our military by doing that? Because
Not at all.
I have a question. What do you plan to do about ISIS and other foreign affairs?
So first off, the immigrants coming into our country, they should be. I do think that we should still take care of them, the immigrants from Syria and stuff like that. But I do believe that we should do further background checks and stuff like that to make sure these people are safe, or maybe just wait a little bit until until we can find a solution for it. ISIS, they aren't really a state, or they're just a group of radicals and people like that. So if we can find if we can find like a big core, big leaders in the ISIS community, if that makes sense, leaders that cause other people to join ISIS. If we stop them and break them down from inside of their countries, then I believe that we will not soon, but eventually stop ISIS.
I have no respect or tolerance for terrorism, so I think that we need to do everything we can to strengthen our presence, not only in the lives of the terrorists, but in the lives of every Muslim country. And everyone can say, oh, we're not the police, but this is definitely a problem that will keep affecting us, and I think we need to scare them and we need to stand up for ourselves.
Agent?
This question's for both. Whoa, going down. What do you plan on doing with military spending? Do you want to increase it, keep it the same, or decrease it?
As our country is in a state of harm and attack, I believe that we should increase military spending, get more troops overseas, like Maddie just said, in countries that we know have harmed us in the past and have groups that will harm us.
I think looking at it from a money standpoint, we definitely spend a lot of money on the military. I don't know if it's increasing money. Obviously I'm not in charge of the budget right now, but it's not just about increasing it, it's allocating our resources where they need to go, updating the military. And if that means more spending to make us safer, then that means more spending. So it's whatever we need. I think the taxpayer dollars should go towards things like
We've got Abby, then Ed.
What's your point on securing the border? How will you secure it?
How?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll put up a 100-foot wall if I have to.
Yeah, I definitely think the border needs to be more secure. I think that will be better for both sides. I think it will decrease so many problems along the border. But like I said, I'm all for people coming into our country just as long as it's legal.
Are you going to do anything about minimum wage? Are you going to increase it or anything?
I think minimum wage is once again another state issue. I personally believe it should be raised to $10. I think 15 or even 12 is ridiculous, but I think that it definitely should be raised, but I think it's once again a state's.
Garrett?
Minimum wage should be raised because with my new tax plan that I'm implementing, they can pay less taxes and also gain more money. I feel as if these people have suffered a lot paying more taxes than necessary. However, with this new minimum wage plan, they will essentially gain more and pay less, so make more.
So we started with ladies first, we're going to do ladies last. So Garrett's going to give his closing statement, then Maddie will give her closing statement, and then we'll cheer and say that's it, and then get the Democrats ready for theirs. Go.
So this one time, I was sitting in this grassy field.
Was it weed?
I looked up at the sky, and I was thinking to myself,
Yeah, he was high.
shh, if I was president, this world would be great. Not only this nation, but this world.
I look at all of you, and it's moments like these where I appreciate living in this country, and I want to do everything I can to make sure we can always maintain these moments. I appreciate all your questions today, and anytime you need to talk to me, I'm a president for the people.
All right, give a little hand.